You know, as a Christian, I am centered in the life, ministry, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And when Jesus was asked what the great commandment was, it was to love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and to love one's neighbor as oneself. In the Gospel of Luke, when Jesus was questioned by a Pharisee about the definition of neighbor, he told the very familiar parable of the Good Samaritan, which can be interpreted on many levels, but certainly says that one's neighbor is anyone who is in need or anyone who crosses one's path.
The Quran teaches that, O mankind, we have created you from a single male and a single female, and we have made you into nations and tribes so that you may get to know one another, not that you may despise one another.
And reaching further back into the Abrahamic traditions, the Ten Commandments, the Ninth Commandment explicitly forbids us from bearing false witness against our neighbors. So in all of these ways, as Christians, we are asked to reach out to our neighbors and to engage with our neighbors. My own personal experience has been that as I have reached out and gotten to know my neighbors, that has actually had a profound and deepening effect on my own faith.
God says, "O mankind, we have given you different ways, different paths, different traditions." If he would have wanted, he could have made you all one people, but it was his desire that you be diverse. So strive with one another as if in a race in doing what is virtuous. Ultimately, you will all return to God, and he will inform you as to the things about which you differ. So the commandment here is to not to compel someone to a particular belief, but to cooperate together and to encourage one another in doing good work.
Yeah. And that, too, in the Episcopal Church, part of our very baptismal covenant calls us to respect the dignity of every human being. And that's primal for us.
And we've developed over the last 2 years a study guide to pair up Christian churches and Muslim mosques across the United States.
Wonderful.
And it's needed in these times because there's a lot of misinformation and misunderstanding about what Islam and Muslims are all about. And so this will provide opportunity to get to know one's neighbor so that you can then follow the commandment of Jesus to love one's neighbor. And we also have the same principle in the teachings of the Quran.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm still working on my PhD, so this is my research library.
Wow.
But I do have a crown jewel of the library, which is our study guide for the Muslim consultative group called Standing Together. So
wonderful.
I would like you to
thank you so much.
Hopefully put it to good use.
We will put it to good use.
I believe that things can change. This is a brand new day. Can you feel it? I can feel it, things can change.